So here we are again. This is Dada Muktat Mananda. I'm interviewing right now, I am asking questions about life while enjoying, food from nature. Where I've just finished my cup of tea. So my next question for him will be, so Dada, do you think we are cause or are we an effect of everything that is happening here right now in this manifested universe? Cause meaning, can we cause things to happen, or there is a greater being higher than us that is cause over us, which means we are an effect of, and thereby we can't actually solve problems in this world even if we try to, because we are just an effect. There is someone sort of in charge over what's going on here, you see. So I want to know your perspective on that.
Well,
or we are both. Or
there are several ways that one can approach this question. One very simple way is to think that a human being is not free, completely free being. There are some limitations imposed on us, many limitations. So we could imagine that a human being is tied to a tree with a rope that allows him to move maybe 30 meters from the trunk of the tree. And maybe if a human being acts in a certain way, he can extend the length of that rope. Maybe that length of that rope can be extended to 100 meters or 1,000 meters. But even if that length of that rope can be extended, we cannot say that that human being is completely free. But he has gained more freedom of movement. But depending on how that human being acts, he might bind himself tighter and tighter to the tree, to the point even that he can become completely immobilized. He can't move either direction. So it all depends on our actions. Obviously there is a macrocosmic plan. And in this macrocosmic plan, human beings are only puppets. Means we are not to decide almost anything in the macrocosmic level. But in our day-to-day little existence, we do have choices. We have, we can actually decide, I will do this way, or I will do that way, or I will do this, or I will not do this. And these actions, they do interfere with the nature, they do interfere with the environment, but they mostly create a balance or an unbalanced state in our minds and in our health. So it's both, your question has both answered, yes and no, to how much we influence the environment where we live. If I see a cat and I decide to spank it and kill it, yes, I can do that. The cat cannot defend itself. But that action that I perform to that cat, to harm that cat, will come back to me and affect my health, my state of mind and body. But in the macrocosm, I don't know if you can say how much does that affect the entire planet Earth because you killed the cat.
Okay, Dada. So let me make everything clear. From the point of view of the life essence, which is infinite, which is a part of us, which is in everything, do you think that life essence is cause over everything compared to the mind, which is not cause over everything?
Yes, definitely. Life essence is the cause of everything. The creative energy, the generative energy, the cosmic mother, it created this whole universe. We are within that. We are a little circle within a larger circle of consciousness. And that overwhelming, benevolent, infinite consciousness is creating the whole universe. But as I say, each and every being, each and every living being have got some level of space where you can take actions according to your own personal judgment, and therefore there is a space there. There is a scope for mistakes. There is a scope for doing good and bad. So it depends on how human beings use that scope. The scope would be that rope that binds you to the tree. If you use that scope in a nice way, that scope increases and you become more and more free. But if you act in a wrong manner, then that scope gets reduced and you become each time more bound and you have less freedom of movement.
Okay, so you agree with me that the life essence itself is cause over everything, and maybe is it okay to say that the mind, being the cause of every action that we have, how if we identify with it as a limited entity, well, then can we say that that is limiting our capacity to cause things over life? That limitation, if we sort of identify with it, but within us is the life essence that is cause over everything. Is still true, do you think? To say that?
Well, the mind is limited, and our understanding, intellectual understanding, is definitely limited. The rationality is not enough for us as a guidance. We have to be benevolent to all beings, all living beings, plants, animals. Even we have to treat with deference the inanimated objects. The mind is limited, and our capacity to do things is limited. Our capacity to harm is also within a certain limit. Our capacity to do good is also within a certain limit. But if we start doing something right, even if it's small, that something right we do can one day become something enormously great. And it can free us from all bondage, and help us free ourselves from the bondage. So the mind is limited.
But the life essence isn't.
But the life essence isn't. So it's not.
Both of them are in us.
It's not to use the life essence to do infinite good. It's to merge and become one with your own inner self.
Which is inside you, the life essence within you.
Yes. So if you want to get,
it's there, it's present.
If you want to get unlimited capacity, or unlimited knowledge, or unlimited understanding, or unlimited love, or unlimited light, or unlimited peace, if you have unlimited capacity to do, then you have to merge with that infinite essence. Yes.
And that's what you mean by self-realization.
Yes.
Okay. So it's merging with that life essence that is infinite.
Yes, because no matter how big a human being can become, how great a human being can become, there will always be some limit as a persona, as an entity.
Okay.
But if you become one with that inner self, then your capacity is no longer your personal capacity. You're using the capacity from that life essence.
That is infinite. And then you will be cause over things, over all this material universe.
Yeah, then you become one with the Creator, then you are definitely the material and efficient cause of everything.
Okay, cool. Thank you, Dada. So we're stopping here. We'll resume very soon.